What's up, y'all? My bad for being so damn long. I've had so much going on. It's crazy, and I just got over being sick. But anyways, so I ended up taking the caddy to a shop, and they told me that there was a problem with the cooling system. So a dude charged me like $600 to um to replace the reservoir and the hose and something else or whatever. And he said it'd be, half a day. So the next morning he calls me up and he's like, "Oh yeah, I saw that, this was needed to be changed. So I went ahead and did that, blah blah blah." And it was like 800 something dollars. I'm like, "Motherfucker, you didn't call me and tell me about this extra stuff and ask me if I wanted to get it done. You just went ahead and did it." But I was like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Paid the money, go home, and then it seemed like everything was okay, but couple days later, I started noticing the goddamn engine overheating again. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, I just got through paying over $800 to get this shit fixed, and it's still doing the same thing. Granted, it's not overheating like it was, but it's still overheating. So, took the car back to the shop, and then this motherfucker calls me up and tells me I got a cracked gasket, and because of my engine, the when they change the gasket on there, they're gonna have to rethread the pistons and something like that. So he's telling me it's gonna be around $4,000 to get the gasket replaced. And I asked somebody else. I didn't bring the car to him, but I asked another place, and they said probably around 3,000, maybe 3,500. Because of having to rethread the goddamn fucking pistons. They said that's a pain in the ass job, and they both was like, "We ain't gonna do it. There's too much that can go wrong with it. You're gonna have to find a shop that's willing to do that." So I'm in a bit of a dilemma because a new engine is going to be about 8,000, or I can get the gasket fixed and replaced for 4,000. So it's kind of looking like it would be worth it to just go ahead and get the new engine. You know what I'm saying? Or pay the price of half the price of an engine and just get the gasket fixed. So that's been running through my mind, like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Because both of them are pretty nice numbers, and I'm like, God damn, 4,000 or 8,000. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because my other car is having basically the same um issues. So I'm pretty sure there's a cracked gasket in my other car too. So granted, that one's gonna be a lot cheaper. You know what I'm saying? The engine, I think a new engine in that one was like 4,000, 4,200, 3,800. I can't remember exactly how much it cost, but it was somewhere in between 3,500 and 4,500, somewhere in between there. So getting a new engine in that one ain't that bad. So I'm assuming getting a new gasket in that one would also be a lot cheaper, and the fact that you don't have to redo the threading of the pistons. So I'm thinking, off the top of my head, maybe just 1,000, 1,500 to get the gasket fixed in my other car. But then I got this car too, and it's crazy how both cars, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I didn't start having these problems until I started they started getting really bad when I was living with my wife, and like there was one day that I woke up and my fucking gas tank was open. So I think one of the neighbors, was fucking up my car because I've also had a couple dents put in my fucking caddy. You know what I'm saying? Small dents, you know what I'm saying? Somebody like walking past it and like banging it or some shit like that. So somebody out there, one of the neighbors has been fucking with me. So it's very possible that someone put something in the gas tank, and maybe I don't know. I don't know, but like just a lot of shit going on, and I'm still here trying to figure out, do I want to pay the 4,000 to get the gasket fixed, or 8,000 for a new engine, or the third option, just keep riding it out. You know what I'm saying? Because the car, I mean, is all right. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta keep watching the temperature and keep putting coolant in the reservoir, because with the overheating, what happens, or with the cracked gasket, what happens is the coolant keeps going to that area and it keeps evaporating and going to that one spot that's cracked. So that makes the fluid and the coolant run out really fast. So like I said, I could, who knows, I might get another 50, 100,000 miles on the engine. You know what I'm saying? By just making sure there's plenty of fluid in the reservoir, you know what I'm saying, to keep the engine cool. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just thinking and trying to figure the shit out on top of everything else that's going on in my life. But anyways, that's the update with what's going on as far as the car goes. As far as my diet goes, I was able to find every fucking thing I needed except sour oranges. And I can't seem to find sour oranges anywhere, but there's a there's a town that is almost 2 hours away, and I think that I would be able to find them there because they got some what do they call them? Them fucking, foreign food stores, grocery markets and shit like that. International food markets. So I might be able to find the sour oranges there. And then once I get that, everything's good because I also forgot, you know what I'm saying, besides, making sure everything I put into my body has to be organic and from the earth, everything I put on my body has to be also. So I had to get organic freaking deodorant, organic soap, and then I wasn't and shampoo. I wasn't even thinking about the fucking clothes. You know what I'm saying? My mom mentioned that to me and I was like, "Shit, you're fucking right." So, I had to go on a fucking goddamn uh 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 research spree trying to find some fucking laundry detergent that was purely organic. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta wash, you know what I'm saying, my clothes around me. That's gotta be organic too. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I managed to get all that shit. It was expensive as fucking shit. I've already spent about close to $600-700 on just the shit, and I don't know how long it's gonna last me. It might last me 1 month, might last me two. I don't know, but this is expensive ass diet. But I'm trying to make sure my liver and everything is good and okay and try to revert everything back. But anyways, that's the update for now. I'm gonna try to get on live sometime soon ish. And until next time, you gotta remember it's all about that peace, love, and black power.